People view, hey, my name is Jake, aka Quackton, and we're back with another video today. I just wanted to kind of run through, I think, the 10th anniversary might look like. So obviously Countdown Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part EX. I'm gonna be completely upfront with y'all. I was extremely inspired by Garesh's video on the same topic. So without further ado, let's actually jump right in. Let's talk about the theme. So with the theme, we saw the login unit just the other day. And it is Goku doing the Kamehameha at the camera. And usually these login units are fairly indicative of the theme. And so I think the theme is going to be Kamehameha. Also, I've seen people point this out on Twitter. I don't think it means anything, but it's a 10-letter word. I really don't think that means anything, but it would be funny. So as far as the countdown goes, I think we're going to get super easy A's for the first anniversary units. So SR Gogeta, Inchinemba. I think that's all we're going to get. Usually countdowns for celebrations like these aren't too crazy. And then we jump right into part 1. We're going to have our Dokkan Fest LR and we're going to have our Carnival LR. So I think we're going to get a standalone Super Vegito. I think he's going to be tech because if we go to Vegito's disambiguation page, you can see that if we go to Super Vegito, as far as units go, there is no tech Super Vegito, period. So I think he's going to be tech. I think his active skill or equivalent, if they decide to introduce like a new mechanic, a new damaging mechanic or something, is going to be either the Big Bang Kamehameha or the Final Kamehameha. And something that a lot of people don't know, it feels like, is that Vegito was the first one to do a form of the Big Bang Kamehameha against Buhan in Z. And I feel like a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people see this as like the Gogeta move, but we'll get into that later. I think they're gonna do something where they buff leads this anniversary. So I think we're going to have 180% leads plus 40. So I think we're gonna have 220% leads. And then I also think they're going to probably start out by just doing this for major celebration characters like Anniversary, Tanabata, Worldwide, adding bonus like effects on top of the base like 180%. In Vegito's case, it's going to be 5% crit. If you're running him as leader and friend leader, that'd be 10%. And then I think the 30% is going to turn to Key +1 and 40%. So the lead I came up with, Z Heroes are going to introduce a Z Hero category. Like, let's be real. If they're introducing any category this anniversary, it is going to be Z Hero. And or Z Bosses. But the way I have this formatted, there's not really a place for Z Bosses to be introduced, which I'm fine with because the gap between superheroes and super bosses was so wide, I think they could do the same with Z Heroes and Z Bosses. And then he's also leading Kamehameha Fused Fighters, 185% crit, and then the extra stats are going to Final Trump Card, Accelerated Battle, or Super Saiyans. He is also like AGLVB, he is giving Super Class, Key 3, and 150% to stats, excluding the categories that are part of his 180. I should have pulled it up. I should have pulled up his lead. So this is what his lead looks like. You can see we have Gotenks on here, we have Family Kamehameha on here, we have Tech UI, we have the 7th anniversary LRs who are going to easy A this celebration, Namek Goku, which we'll get into in a second, Tech Gogeta, HLUI, these guys. Like we have a lot of strong units on this leader skill. His team's pretty good. I don't know how big the power creep's going to be. I said before that I expect I don't know if I said it in a video actually, so if I haven't, I'll say it now. I do expect the 10th anniversary power creep to make the 7th anniversary look like a monthly Dokkan Fest. I am fully expecting the celebration to shit on everything else in the entire game. There is a reason that these units we've been getting recently with like Glorio and with now the Easy A's for the New Year's 2021 units, Super Saiyan 2 Goku and Kid Buu, are so strong. And that's because they're going to do this guy and they're gonna fucking turn him into Jesus Christ. That one image of like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta who just ends the fucking game, right? Like that's what I'm feeling. That's the vibe I'm getting. And then for a Carnival, we're gonna have a Super Gogeta, and for his active skill or equivalent, again, if they decide to implement like a new damaging mechanic, I think they're going to make like I say Stardust Kamehameha right here, which is like a Soul Punisher Kamehameha, Stardust Breaker Kamehameha, depending on whatever you want to call it. They could call it that. They could go for something else entirely. I just think it's going to be some kind of Dokkan original Kamehameha. Maybe they could give him like the 1,000 times Big Bang Kamehameha from Legends. I think it's going to leave Fused Fighters or Time Limit. I think they're going to buff Carnival LR leads as well, make that Key 4 into 20% stats, and then if they have a secondary lead, which I feel like is going to become more commonplace this year, then just have it be like a regular Carnival lead. This render is old. This is very, very old. This is a very old render. This is, I think he said it was like 2020 before STR Vegito. So like before August 2020. This is by Shook. Go check him out on Twitter. He's doing a lot better stuff than this now. And then as far as ECAs go, I think we're seeing the New Year's 2020. Is that what they came? Is that when they came out? Yeah, New Year's 2020. I feel like we're gonna see the New Year's 2020 units ECA here, because they're on the New Year's banners. They're not ECAing, and they're not ECAing for New Year's, and so I feel like it's a good place to put them as far as their ECA goes. And then as far as super ECAs, I felt like I needed something for super ECAs, so I just decided to. I was asking around, and somebody was like, "What about AGL Super Vegito and in Buhan?" And so I was like, "Okay," and then I did that. So I think we're gonna see super ECAs. Maybe not for both of these guys, but I think definitely at least for one of these guys. If I had to pick, probably I feel like Buhan, honestly, because of Tech Buhan. I don't know, kind of any way you spin it, it's characters who can't link with the Anniversary LR or a recent unit unless they're transformed. Which Vegeta isn't transforming, Gogeta's not transforming. I guess you could run him with Gogeta. Yeah, because he's leading Fuse Fighters. Yeah, you can run this guy with Gogeta, you can run this guy on Buhan's team. And it can work that way, but honestly, if I had to pick, I'd probably go with Buhan. And maybe throw Vegito in somewhere else, like throughout the year. Part 2, we're gonna have our Dokkan Fest be it's Namek Goku, right? Like it's Namek Goku. He transforms into Super Saiyan. His lead, Kamehameha, Battle of Fate, Legendary Existence, 180 reduced damage received by 5%, and then that extra stats are going to Super Saiyans, Earthbred Fighters, and Trusted Will, and then he also has that Super Class buff. So let me. This is how this lead looks. Again, we have this is a very, very good team. We have Gotenks, we have Family Kamehameha, Teki Y, Beast Gohan, this guy who we'll get into in a second. You again, like it's strong. It's strong. Daima Goku. Holy shit, I didn't even know Daima Goku was on the lead. I only looked at LRs, not gonna lie. But like some of these units who can EZA coming up soon. Or have EZA'd and are good. I'm thinking these. Oh yeah, I totally neglected Vegeta's art. So this is I think a pose they could do for Vegeta's art. I was looking around. I found a couple figures. I showed them to my friends. I showed them to Shook and the rest of the squad. And they're all like the one I picked was kind of ass, and so I was like, okay, what about these ones? And they were like, this one. So I think this is a pose they could do. This is actually kind of DBLegends.net. Is it yellow Vegito? Is it this guy transformed? No. Yeah, it is. So this pose is actually kind of like it's actually this. I feel like one is based on the other here. Actually, I feel like this might be based on the Legends unit. It's really funny. But I think they could do this pose in the Dokkan LR art style, and then obviously not this, but something like it for Gogeta, and then Namek Goku. I just went with this because it's a Namek Goku render where he's not half shirtless and in base, so I went with that. And then this is Red Namek Goku, Red Super Saiyan Goku from Legends. This is actually a collab figure. I didn't do that on purpose. It's just I like the pose, so I went with it. And then I'm thinking either for his 18 key when he's transformed or an active skill when he's transformed. I'm thinking the Angry Kamehameha from Sparking Zero. And then as far as types go, I didn't mention this for Gogeta. He's AGL, Goku's Fizz. This is because I said so. Fuck you, I think is why. Let me verify that though. So yeah, Super Gogeta has 0 AGL units, so I went with AGL for him. And then Goku, I think I just went with Fizz because I like it. Super Saiyan Goku, like he has an LR of every type. I should have gone with a different type, to be fair. I should have gone with like probably AGL, but then we'd have 2 AGL units in 2 different parts of the celebration, which isn't impossible. They can do that, and they have done that, but it's not common. And also, this is a standby, so it doesn't count. And also it'd be base Goku, so I should be looking at base Gokus. I could have gone with Tech again, but then it's like same deal as AGL with Vegito and then this Goku. But I think I guess with this, it's been the longest since we got a STR, so I could have gone with STR, but I didn't. For reasons we're about to get into. A little spoiler, but whatever. I think they could go with Fizz. I think they could go with Tech. They could go. Honestly, I feel like for a Namegoku, it's kind of a toss-up, but I feel like the two main contenders are AGL and Tech. I don't think they're going to do Int, because that's the last one we got, and the only DFELR Namegoku we've ever gotten has been Int. I don't think they'll do STR, because it hasn't been terribly long. Actually, shit, you're coming up on an easy A. Damn! He's going to be able to easy A this year. That's fucked up. I don't like that. That's fucked up. They probably won't because they're a very late unit in the year, but that's fucked up. I don't like that. And then for the other unit, I'm thinking Super Saiyan 2 Gohan with a Father Son Kamehameha active, because we still don't have this voiced. Just like the Super Saiyan transformation, we do not have the Father Son Kamehameha voiced. We have it in high quality animations. We don't have it voiced though. For his lead, I'm thinking Z Heroes 220 or Power Beyond Super Saiyan 200. Have we not had a Power Beyond Super Saiyan leader since? Oh, you don't count, and you barely count. You don't count because you're fucking crossover only for your 30%. Yeah, so you really only have one Power Beyond Super Saiyan leader. That's crazy. But I think he's gonna be STR, because I think this was also just because I said so, and also because I have friends who are like pushing the agenda of this, that, part 2 STR, best unit in the game, Gohan, the cycle continues. Honestly, he could be STR. I don't think he's gonna be any of these types. If he's any of these types, he'd be Tech, because Tech is the only one that isn't from the Cell Saga. But if he's not STR, I feel like really it's a toss-up between Int, because obviously this unit is fucking 2017, sorry. And Fizz, because Fizz has 0 TURs, 0 LRs. But honestly, I think STR, because, I mean, it would look really nice right here instead of having a gap right there and having him right here. I don't know. Fucking yeah, he's SGR because of aesthetics, guys. Like, that's what it is. For the free-to-play LR, who I didn't cover in part 1 because they don't awaken until part 2, I'm going with Goku and Bardock. I'm going with this Goku and Bardock, specifically like the Legends LF version, because I do think that the Toyotaro art, like, yeah, that's a miracle. This art could be another unit. Like, this figure could be another unit. This can be another unit. I think that this is a unit in its own right. And while it is technically what this is based off of, with a Legends original twist on it, I don't give a fuck. Give it its own unit later on. I don't care. I feel like people are gonna get a little mad at this one because, like, oh, what about this? What about that? What the Goku and Bardock, such a cool moment. Like, I agree. This is also, while cool, it doesn't deserve much more than a free to play, because, like, what? Who's? I shouldn't say who's summoning for this, because a lot of people summoned for Goku and Bardock when they came out on Legends, but that's because they were good. And a tag unit with high quality animation, like, they're good. They were all around impressive art, impressive animations, impressive kit. So people wanted to summon. With Goku and Bardock on Dokkan, it's like there's less at stake if they fumble this unit or turn them into a free to play. And honestly, with the way I think 10th anniversary Power Creep is gonna be going, I think we're going to start seeing LRs, like free to play LRs, free to play TURs. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more free to play LRs just period. I think they're starting. I think they're going to start being a lot higher quality, like with Prime Battle Goku's Super EZA not that long ago. And I think we're gonna get. I shouldn't say I think. I'm pretty confident that we're gonna get an EZA for the login unit, because in this past anniversary, Gogeta was a TUR level character. So I think they're gonna do the same thing again with Goku, and they're gonna give him an EZA in part 2, just like they did with Gogeta. He came out. Didn't on the 11th of February. Beast Gohan came out 5 days later. So I think he'd come out before these units up here. But not long before. And when did Beerus come out? When did Beerus come out? Yeah, same day. Yeah, so I think they would come out slightly before part 2 actually starts, but I think that they'll be considered part 2. Then we're gonna get EZAs for the Worldwide 2021 units. Yeah, Worldwide 2020. Wow, yeah, Worldwide 2021. Goku and Frieza. I think we're gonna see EZAs for them here, and I think. Listen. I have 3 Super EZAs here, 2 of which are premium summonable units, because Cell Saga needs something other than Gohan. Okay, Cell Saga needed something other than Gohan, and so I decided to eat Super EZA Tech Perfect Cell and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. This free to play Namek Gohan is pretty much just here for the ride. The only reason he is here is because he's not an Extreme Z area character, because those didn't exist yet. When he EZA'd. He was an Extreme Z battle, so was AGL Piccolo. I would have him here. Couldn't find his art. I also think 4 Super EZAs is too many. Shit, they're on the same Extreme Z battle, aren't they? Hold on. Is it... Is it you? No? Okay, are they different? My little... Wait, where did... He EZA's from this, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is the only reason he's... Damn, he looks good in Fizz. This is the only reason that this Gohan is getting a Super EZA right here, because this is an Extreme Z battle and not an Extreme Z area. I would have him. I think 4 Super EZAs is too many, so I just went with these 3. For part 3, I think 3 is too many. Honestly, I would cut him and just have the Cell Saga units. But fuck it, whatever. For part 3, we're getting EZAs for the 7th anniversary. Bare minimum part 1 LRs, I have all 4. I think it's not, because I mean, let's be real. Let's be real here. It's the 10th anniversary. It's the most monumental. It's the most important celebration they will do for like 5 to 10 years. If the game even lasts that long, I think it's going to be the most important celebration in the game's history. Period. I don't think we're going to make it to 20 years. We'll make it to 15. I don't see the game lasting much longer than 15 years, because that's a lot of time. And then for Party X, free to play LR number 2, because they've done Party X content every year since the 7th anniversary, and with the 7th anniversary, they did the AGL Juniors. I think we're gonna see Goku Noob here, just to kind of make sure like every arc of Z is represented, you know what I mean? Because like with the countdown we have movies, with part 1 we have Buu Saga and movies and Buu Saga. With part 2 we have Namek and Cell, and I get this is technically Buu Saga Goku, I guess, and then not anything in particular. Namek Saga, Namek Cell, and then movies, GT, Saiyan Saga, End of Z. Like, it's everything represented. And then with the Super Extreme Z Awakenings, the Super EZAs, I think we're gonna get the 2nd and 3rd anniversary units. 3rd anniversary units are a stretch, but again, we gotta think about this. as it is. This is the 10th anniversary of the game. This is a monumental celebration. This is huge, massive. And so we gotta give it the respect it deserves. We gotta easy 2 anniversary headliner characters. Wow, that's all I've got. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this anniversary. I have subnames for subnames and leads for all of the new units, like the login unit. Saying hiding in the shadows Goku, I have that because I think he's a remake, not necessarily a remake, but like his art is inspired by this guy who's like, I say the first unit in the game because he came out on day 1. But like, tell me that this and this aren't not similar. Like unification, father and son. Like, yeah, I have some names for all these units and all that. Doesn't really matter. I just wanted to get some thoughts down, show y'all what I think the 10th anniversary might look like. And with that, that's going to be it for me. Take care, y'all. I will see y'all next time. Bye.